Well, good afternoon. I'm JB Brazil, and my partner Talon Newton going to be calling this game with you guys tonight. We got a good one tonight. The lady JV girls here at Greenbrier will play the cross-county rival of Vilonia. It's going to be a fun matchup tonight, Talon. We're excited.
JB, absolutely. I'm pretty ecstatic about this one. I think it should be a pretty good game tonight. I mean, Greenbrier's looked great in their last few. Vilonia's a rival. This JV game is really something to be interested in just because our girls haven't played a lot of JV yet.
That's right. We're underway now. JoJo Jerry with the attack there, back row. Vilonia's got to return, though. They'll set it back up. A little tip over up the middle, and Vilonia strikes first. It's 1-0 on the tip over for Vilonia. For our Lady Panthers, Izzy Carson will be in the back with Faith McDermott, Ashlyn Newton, JoJo Jerry, Carrington Logan, and Brooklyn Smith on the front row. Carson with a dig there. Smith will set it up outside. JoJo Jerry with a big attack. Rides the net, but wouldn't find a way over, and Vilonia's up 2-0. So early on, our Lady Panthers have struggled to score thus far in the 2-0 affair for the Lady Eagles. Serve comes over back row. McDermott with a dig. Smith will set it up. Logan with a little tip over, and it finds a spot. And our Lady Panthers are on the board. It's 2-1.
That's a great play. I mean, just something simple. We were trying to spike earlier, and so now we're just going to go to the little campfire thing, and they did a pretty good job on the quick and dirty play.
Absolutely. Smith with a serve there. A little bit too far of an overpass. Logan tried to make the party ball count, but couldn't get it over, and the Eagles take a 3-1 lead. Substitution for the Eagles.
Yeah, Logan there was just a little slow on the reaction. I think she decided what she wanted to do, but she may have just decided a little late, and that's kind of why it fell short.
The serve here for the Lady Eagles is McDermott with a nice dig. Smith will backward set it over to, I believe that was Jerry. She's in the net, though, and Vilonia gets another point. It's 4-1. Vilonia's looked pretty good here in the early onset here in this JV ball game.
But, hey, there's 5 sets. It's nothing to be really any – well, I guess actually JV it's not 5 sets.
It's 3. It's well.
But you get what I'm saying. It's a long game.
It is. Early on, for sure. Vilonia gets a return over here. Libero sets it a little too far, but nice save there for Vilonia. Bump up for McDermott. Smith sets it up to Jerry. Attack goes back row. No return. And a big attack on the kill from JoJo Jerry. It cuts the lead in half, and the score's now 4-2.
Greenbrier's been playing well on defense, but they're just going to have to really pick up the offense and sending it back to the Lady Eagles side.
Jerry with a serve here for our Lady Panthers. The dig and return for Vilonia. They're going to have to free ball it over. Izzy Carson's there, though. The dig. Smith sets it up for McDermott. Attack, tip, block. It's over, and Greenbrier scores 4-3.
And, yeah, so, Greenbrier's offense is just kind of starting to pick up a little bit more, especially on the spikes there, and they're right back in this down by 1 now.
Jerry with another serve here. Goes back row, a dig for the Lady Eagles. No bump, set it backwards. That one's an attacking error into the net, and Greenbrier's tied it up.
Here in the JV game, you'll see some of those. JB, it's nothing to really hang your head on, though. Those are growing pains.
Little floating serve there from Jerry, and that's an ace. And our Lady Panthers have taken the lead. It's 5-4, Talon.
JoJo Jerry's played a phenomenal game so far early here for the Panthers.
She's been playing that way all year long. She's definitely a leader on this JV squad. As the Lady Eagles with an attack goes long there. That's 4 in a row for our Lady Panthers, and it's 6-4. They've taken a 2-point lead on the attacking error there. And it's a 6-4 affair here in Greenbrier. Just underway if you're just now joining us. Service error there from Jerry. And it's 6-5. Just underway. We're in set number 1 here in the JV matchup. Our Lady Panthers lead at 6-5. We're having some technical difficulties before we got started on air, so we might have started really just right about game time, Talon.
Yep, we really did start right on game time. But, hey, there's nothing wrong with it. We're alive and we're here.
Logan with the attack there, but a nice save for the Eagles. They'll have to attack it over. Carson with a nice dig. Smith will set it up. Backward set to Newton, goes cross-court shot in the kill. It's 7-5. That was nice placement there from Newton. No relation to you, I'm assuming.
Nope, no relation. No, I do not know that Newton. Cam Newton, however, is a distant cousin of mine.
I could see the resemblance.
As I often tell people.
Nice serve there. That's Logan, but the Eagles have a return. And they've cut the lead to 1 at 7-6. Eagles with a serve here. Alexis Alexander will serve for the Eagles. They've cut the lead to 1 on Our Lady Panthers here in the JV matchup. But a serve here. Nice dig from Carson at the libero spot. Smith will set it up to McDermott. Big attack off the shank of the libero, and the kill for McDermott puts Our Lady Panthers up by 2. It's 8-6.
Yeah, you know, I mean, we talked about how Vilonia came out early. They played well, and Greenbrier was making a lot of mistakes on the offensive end, not just being able to get good solid plays sent back to Vilonia. And here they are. They really turned that around, JB, and they're able to get the ball down, and they're able to now have a 2-point lead.
Sure. Nice return for the Eagles on, that was Whitley's serve. An offside attack that blocks out of bounds from Burnett and Smith. Nice attempt there. Way to be there in the right spot, but just blocked it out of bounds. 8-7, as the Eagles have cut the lead to 1. A couple of substitutions for the Eagles. Molly Leach will come into the game, as will Maylee Leach. Wonder if they're related. Molly Leach will serve for the Lady Eagles. It's an 8-7 game. Our Lady Panthers lead by 1. Serve here goes back row. Whitley with a nice dig. A little tip over from Smith, but the Eagles are ready. JoJo Jerry with a nice bump up. Smith, cross court set to McDermott. She tips it over. Diving save for the Eagles, though. Push back deep back row. Carson's there for the dig. Smith will bump set it. Right side over to McDermott. Attack goes deep right. Oh, man.
Oh, just out.
Didn't miss by much. We're tied at 8 on the attacking error. Great placement. Went long. Cross court shot. Just a little bit long. Molly Leach to serve again for the Lady Eagles in a tie ball game, 8-8. The serve goes to McDermott. Nice bump up. They'll quick set it up to Logan. The attack again goes long, and the Eagles regain the lead. It's 9-8.
Yeah, so whenever she made contact there with the ball, her hand wasn't really at a downward angle enough, and so it hits a little far.
Smith sets this a little close to the line, and a tip over for the Eagles. They're on a little bit of a 4-0 run right now. They take a 10-8 lead. Timeout for Coach Huff. She wants to talk to her girls a little bit after the run there for the Lady Eagles.
I believe that's 5 straight.
Oh, was it 5?
4 straight.
4 straight, 4-0 run, yeah.
4
8-6,
straight.
8-5. Nonetheless, too many points for Coach Huff, and she wants to talk about it. It's a 10-8 game, and again, while we have a moment, we want to thank our sponsors, American Safeguard, First Security, and then all our other sponsors. Talon, you probably know them a lot better than I do when you've been calling the football games, and so none of this that we do would ever be possible without them, and so we just really appreciate them being able to air the game for us. We also thank you guys for watching. I got some buddies watching tonight, Colby Johnston, buddy Mike Baker. Colby, actually, his sister played on the volleyball team last year. My parents are watching as well at home in Worcester. A lot of fun.
It is, JB. You know, doing this it's fun. You know, you show up, you get to call a game. You know, I think back to the pandemic and whenever it really all started, and just how thankful I am just to be able to sit here and see a live sporting event, JB.
Sure, we're all thankful to be able to see it. A nice dig from Whitley. Smith sets it up. Nice attack there from Burnett, but the Eagles are ready. A back row attack there from the Eagles. Whitley's there again. Smith, cross-court set over to McDermott. A little tip over down the line and out of the timeout. Our Lady Panthers strike first. 10-9, they've cut the lead to 1. McDermott will serve here for Our Lady Panthers. Nice jump serve. The dig there for Leach, though. He bumps it up, back row again. Leach will just set it over. Just finds it. They're going to call a double hit there on the Lady Eagles. The mistake, we're tied at 10. 2 points in a row for Our Lady Panthers out of the timeout. McDermott with a serve again. That one goes just a little deep long there. Vilonia gets the point on the service error, but my goodness, she's got a lot of velocity coming off that serve. If it finds its way a little bit lower and in play, that's a tough one to return. But as it is, the Eagles will get the serve with a 1-point lead. Little Barrow with a nice serve. Carson's there for the dig, though. Smith will set it up. Jerry outside hitter. Great down attack there. She got up high and slams it home. The kill for JoJo Jerry, and we're tied at 11. Izzy Carson will get the serve for Our Lady Panthers now. Carson, the serve here, goes deep left corner. Nice save for the Eagles. They'll bump it up. Outside here, Casey Smock with the attack, but McDermott's there. Smith will set it up. Outside hitter Jerry off the tip block. Return, though, for the Eagles. They'll have to free ball it over. Good setup here for the Lady Panthers. McDermott to Smith. Quick set to Logan, but it's blocked by the Eagles. Logan again attack. That one goes long, and the Eagles regain the lead. It's 12-11. It's going back and forth today. Madison Porterfield to serve for the Lady Eagles. Goes right to Izzy Carson. She is ready for it. Sets it up to JoJo Jerry outside. That's a tip off the Lady Eagles, though, and the kill for Jerry. We're tied back up at 12 here in set number 1. Another substitution. Ashley Newton comes in for the Lady Panthers, and Whitley will exit. And Brooklyn Smith with a serve here. The ace off the jump serve on the bottom half of the inline, and the Lady Panthers take the lead back. It's 13-12. Here in set number 1. Smith will serve again, her second serve in a row. She approaches the end line. Nice serve again. The libero's ready. Nice dig. Porterfield will bump it up. Back row attack for the Lady Eagles. Bump set from Carson to Jerry. A little dink over the net. Nice save from Porterfield again. They'll bump set it out to Leach. She'll just bump it over with one hand. Jerry to Smith. Backward set to Newton. Attack. Nobody's ready. And the kill for the Lady Panthers. They've extended the lead to 2. Nice attack there again from Newton. That's her second one tonight. 14-12 the lead for our Lady Panthers, and Smith will serve again. This will be her third serve in a row. 14-12 Lady Panther lead in set number 1. Smith again. That's a nice serve. She just stuck her hands out and returned it, though. They'll set it up outside to Jerry. Big attack off the tip, and that's a kill. 15-12 our Lady Panthers lead. This has been their biggest lead of the night. It's 15-12. Smith gets to serve again. She's done really, really well. She approaches the end line. Nice jump serve. A little floater this time, but the Eagles are ready. They'll set it up outside again. Offside attack. Carson's there with a dig. Smith bump sets it. Back row attack from McDermott. That one's in the net. It won't find it. And it's 15-13. Again, we're having some technical difficulties. We apologize for that. Eagles coming in there, so another substitution. Looks like both Leaches will exit. Serving for the Lady Eagles is Chloe Daves. A nice ace there for them. A soft serve, finds a home, floated it over, and it's 15-14. Second serve here for Daves. Nice dig there from Carson. Smith will set it up outside to Newton. Little dink over the net, and it finds a home. Our Lady Panthers extend the lead to 2. It's 16-14. JoJo Jerry will serve her. She's done pretty excellent tonight as well. The serve here goes to the libero. Nice dig there. Porterfield will bump set it up. Attack there is in the net. The attacking error, and our Lady Panthers strike again. They take a 3-point lead at 17-14. Jerry will come again with her second serve. Approaches the end line. Nice serve goes to the libero. Porterfield will set it up. The offside hitter attack. Carson's there back row. Bump set from Smith. Good placement to McDermott in the attack. Nice dig from the libero. Just has to overpass it over. Backward set from Smith to Newton. Attack. This one finds a home again. And another kill for Newton. That's her third one tonight. It's 18-14. Four-point lead for our Lady Panthers. Jerry again with her third serve. Back row, nice dig there. That was Hogue. They'll bump set it. Porterfield, a little tip over, blocked by Logan. She might have been in. Oh, yep, the Eagles are in the net. I thought it might have gone the other way around. Our Lady Panthers get the point. They're up by 5. It's 19-14.
Well, JB, I thought I saw Logan accidentally cross the line there, and I thought that's what the call was, but Vilonia was in the net.
Vilonia must have crossed it first, yeah, or hit it first, whatever. Another point there on the ace for Jerry, and it's 20-14. Our Lady Panthers are within 5 from claiming set number 1 here in the JV matchup. Jerry serves here again. Libero with a dig. Porterfield will set it up outside to Smock. That attack goes wide, left, and long, and our Lady Panthers score again on the attacking error. It's 21-14.
lot of good communication coming from the Greenbrier side. I've noticed is they can kind of tell one's going out, out, something staying in. They're able to tell.
It's definitely, you know, something that I think Coach Huff has emphasized here the last few weeks, and it's really paid off. Jerry with the serve again. Struggles to return again for the Eagles. They'll have to hit it over. Carson's there for a dig. Smith will just set it over. Back row for Porterfield. She's there. The libero sets it up. They're going to have to free ball it over. Newton will bump it up. Smith sets it up for McDearman. The tip block off the attack and the kill for McDearman. It's 22-14.
Vilonia's not really getting exactly what they're wanting. The libero had to set that on the last volley there for Vilonia, and they just didn't get the return that they wanted.
Absolutely. Another ace there for our Lady Panthers. Jerry's doing well, and they're 2 points away from claiming the set, Talon.
Yeah, they really ran away with it towards the end of the set here.
Jerry the serve here. Back row, nice dig there. That was Bean. A receiving error there for the Eagles, and our Lady Panthers are 1 point away from claiming the set.
Well, the Eagles just lost their touch. They can't seem to get a good first touch on the volleyball.
JoJo Jerry just trying to close it out here in set number one. The serve goes deep. Not a great dig there for them. Dave's from Bean. They'll free ball it over. That was Alexander. Carson digs it up. Backward set to Newton. Little tip over. Nice save for the Eagles. A little bit of an overpass. McDermott's there. Smith sets it up. Backward set to Newton. The attack, the shank off the attack, and the Lady Panthers claim the set. 25-14 on the kill from Newton. She was just absolutely lights out that set.
You know, JB, really what I felt like I saw there during that last stretch was that Greenbrier was doing a good job of sending it back to Vilonia, and Vilonia just couldn't get that a good initial touch on the volleyball. They just kind of missed that first step, I guess, really. They just had a bad first touch. They couldn't get the ball set properly, and then they couldn't even get it into a position to be set. And so they just had a lot of trouble getting into the position to be set and then sending it back to Greenbrier. And that benefited Greenbrier so well because they didn't have to do much except for serving the ball, it felt like.
Well, our Lady Panthers are obviously a really good, our JV team. You can't give them any momentum. That's what the Eagles did, and they ran away with it there late in that set. 25-14, our Lady Panthers claim set number one. We're excited for set number two in our Lady Eagles. We're going to take it to a break, and we'll be right back. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. And we are back with the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. If you're just now joining us, the Lady Panthers took set number one, 25-14. Kind of ran away with it, Talon. Vilonia made some mistakes early. It was seemingly back and forth for a good little bit, but our Lady Panthers were the ones that prevailed, and they really took off with it.
It really was. You know, Vilonia went up 4-1 at the beginning of the set, and then it was kind of back and forth until it was 10-8. Greenbrier was on top, and then Vilonia scored 4 straight, causing Greenbrier to take a timeout, talk about things, and ever since that timeout, they got things turned around, and Greenbrier pretty much just ran with it the rest of the way. Vilonia just didn't know how to how to make adjustments after that.
Took care of business. To start set number 2, Smith with a nice jump serve. The ace right off the bat in set number 2 here. Smith gets the ace, and it's 1-0. She did really well serving. Really, she's done pretty well all year, but did really well last game.
Well, a lot to look forward to out of this JV team.
Nice save there from Jerry. A little bit overpass, but Smith's there. That's a great save. Carson will have to free ball it over, but we'll take it. The Eagles are ready. They'll set it up. Porterfield backward set to Leach. The cross-court attack. Someone's in the net. That's going to be a Lady Panther, it looks like, and we're tied back up at 1. It's always not really good when you see the net move and it looks like the ball didn't even come close to it. It means somebody got caught in the fishnet. Some substitutions for the Lady Eagles. It looks like Chloe Daves will come in, as will Madison Hogue. And both Leaches will exit, Maylee and Molly Leach. For the Lady Eagles, Chloe Daves will serve in a 1-1 affair in set number 2. Daves with the serve. Nice dig for McDermott. Smith sets it up for Newton. She's been good. The tip block there. A dig for Daves and Porterfield now. Bumps it out to Hogue. Nice dig for McDermott on the other end. Smith backwards bump set. Newton cross-court attack. Nice placement. Wow. Did it find a spot? Yes, it did. And it's 2-1. I'm telling you.
Beautiful play.
That's her 5th kill tonight, Talon. She's doing really, really good.
You know, there's a lot to look forward to with this JV team, as I said just a minute ago. And one of the things I was really alluding to was the fact that I believe they won conference last year. Whenever they were, well, the current 10th graders,
sure.
Whenever they were 9th graders, they won conference.
It wouldn't surprise me one bit, Talon. They're very talented.
Yeah, a lot of talented girls on this volleyball team, and a lot of young, talented girls on the volleyball team.
The shank off there for the Eagles. It's tied up at 2 now, as Casey Smock will serve now for the Lady Eagles. She'll approach the serve. Here goes back row. McDermott's right there, though. Smith quick sets it up to Logan. Big attack. And then on the receive, Porterfield did a great job to dig it, but no one came to help on the set.
You know, we talked about Greenbrier's excellent communication, and Vilonia has seriously lacked that tonight, and that's a product of just the lacking of communication.
3-2 score now is Logan. We'll get the serve here. Couldn't quite get the serve over. That's the service error, and we're tied back up at 3. Did a great job on that quick setup to get the kill earlier. Couldn't get the kill or the serve over there, and we're tied at 3. Madeline Burnett will enter the ball game again for the Lady Panthers. Serve goes back row here. Newton's there. Smith sets it up for McDermott. The tip block off the attack. The Eagles are ready. Alexander sets it up over Bean with the bump set. Porterfield free balls it over. Carson now. Backward set from Smith. Newton does a little tip over, but the Eagles push it right back. Burnett to Smith. McDermott, a little cross-court shot. I'm not sure what that was. A little one-handed roll shot. Found a spot down the left side of the, or down the bottom part of the net. We're tied, our Lady Panthers take a 4-3 lead.
You know, Greenbrier kind of found something that works for them. Is just sending it side to side there, and they're going to continue to do that.
4-3 score now as Anna Whitley enters the ball game, and Ashlyn Newton takes a seat. And Whitley serves here. Nice floating serve. The bump went a little too far. McDermott jumps up and blocks it. It's 5-3.
Man, they're struggling with that first touch.
And it really sets up the rest of the play, and it's obviously very, very important to get that first hit down. Nice float serve again from Whitley. A dig there from Bean. Push it outside from Alexander to Porterfield. That one's in the net. Our Lady Panthers are up 6-3. Anna Whitley to serve again with a 6-3 game right now. Whitley approaches this one. Nice serve, goes back row. The dig there, that was from Daves. Bump set it outside. Porterfield. Little roll shot. That might have been a little off the fingertips, but it found a home, and the Eagles scored 6-4.
You know, JB, I really think it goes back to Vilonia's communication, why they're just so poor on this first touch. You know, you look at that last volley there. There were 2 girls that went after that first touch on the ball, and that really didn't set them up very well. They still got the point, but it just was an unorthodox-looking point.
McDermott with the attack there. Leach couldn't quite return it, and our Lady Panthers have extended the lead 7-4 on the kill from McDermott. 7-4 Lady Panthers lead it. McDermott's going to get the serve now after her big attack. She approaches the inline. Nice jump serve, goes back row. Dig there from Macy Leach, or Molly Leach. It was Macy. The attack there goes wide now to play, though, on the attacking error, and it's 8-4. Honestly, right now, the Lady Eagles are just shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, I mean, they really are. It's mistake after mistake here for Vilonia tonight.
McDermott to serve again. Nice serve again. That was a great dig there from Melee Leach. McDermott with a dig over, though. Smith, quick set to Logan, and it finds a home. Back row. Good placement there. That was Burnett, rather, not Logan. 9-4. I seem to get them confused. 9-4 game on Burnett's kill. Back row. Nice shot. Found it right down the middle.
Absolutely, JB.
McDermott, another serve. Dig there from Melee Leach. Goes a little wide. Porterfield with the attack over, though. Jerry's right there. Smith sets it up. Back to Jerry. Big attacks blocked. Jerry's back. She'll push it back over, and the Eagles trying to do the same, but it tips off the hands. It won't get over. The Eagles down 10-4 now, and our Panthers are starting to run away in set number 2, picking right up where they left off, Talon.
It makes me curious if that Vilonia's communication is this bad in the JV. Does that translate over to the high school, the varsity?
McDermott with the dig there. Smith sets it out to JoJo Jerry. That's a tip off the attack, and it's 11-4. Up by 7. Yeah, this is just kind of one of those sets where, you know, they obviously ran away in the first set. Second set's basically been the same thing. It's just happened a little bit earlier. McDermott the serve here. Nice dig there from Bean. They'll push set it over. Alexander on the attack there. Nice dig. Jerry will attack here. Nice dig there from Leach. They'll set it up. Bean back row attack. Goes way long. You could tell from right when she hit that ball it wasn't going to find its way.
No, yeah. She put a lot of power into it, and she's the libero, not really the one that's supposed to be sending it back to the Greenbrier side.
12-4, the dig there from Leach. Alexander sets it up back to Leach. A little tip over block there from Smith, though. And the Lady Panthers with the stuff extend the lead 13-4. Timeout on the court. Coach Bartley wants a timeout, and I tell you what, Talon, we're going to take the timeout with him. We'll be right back with the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. And we are back with the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network out of the timeout. The Lady Panthers have a 9-point lead. McDermott's back in to serve. Izzy Carson on the back row with Whitley. Smith on Burnett and Jerry on the front row. The dig there from Bean on the serve. Alexander sets it over for Leach. The attack goes long, and it's 14-4. Another attacking error for the Lady Eagles. 10-point lead for our Lady Panthers. McDermott is serving again. She's been serving for a while. Been really good. A nice attack here. That one just missed the back row. A little bit past the end line. And the Eagles finally get a point to break the streak. It's 14-5. Casey Smock entering the ball game for the Lady Eagles, and Lacey Moore will exit. Kenzie Bean the serve at the libero spot for the Eagles. McDermott in the dig, a little bit too far. Smith pushes it over, but she might have been in the net, and that's exactly what the call is going to be. The reception there was just pushed a little bit too close to the net. Smith couldn't quite get in a good spot to tip it over without touching the net. And the point goes to the Lady Eagles. It's 14-6. Bean the serve again. Nice floater over. McDermott's there. Smith quick set it over to Burnett. A little joust at the net. Burnett wins the battle, and it's 15-6. Our Lady Panthers lead it by 9. Izzy Carson to serve here for the Lady Panthers. 9-point game. In set number 2, our Lady Eagles are 9 points away from winning the set. Carson with a nice serve. Leach is there for the dig. Alexander over to the outside. Nice block from Burnett. Bean and the Eagles are ready. They'll push it over again. Nice one. Burnett's there again. I think she stuffed that twice in a row, Talon. A big point there, and the Lady Panthers lead by 10.
Yeah, Vilonia doesn't look like they practice much.
We know you're a homer. You're from Greenbrier, so you probably have a lot more beef with Vilonia than I do.
Through and through.
The attack again for the Eagles. Looks like that one found a hole. That one was placed in at 16-7 on the kill there for the Eagles. Porterfield will get the serve here. You don't seem to show a lot of mercy.
No, we should be beating them this bad.
Porterfield will serve now for the Lady Eagles. That's an ace. Back row attack, found it. That was a good placement.
Yeah, it was. It absolutely was. Those are one of those things where it's kind of like a 50-50 shot. You think it might be going out, but you can't tell, and so you let it go, and you pay for it.
No doubt about it. 16-8. The serve there, McDermott the dig. Smith to Jerry. That's a good set. Jerry with the attack with the dig from Leach. Porterfield will set it up. Over to Alexander, who pushes it over. Smith sets up to Jerry. Back row attack. Leach with a bump. A little bit of a shank. Bean over. They'll have to free ball it over. That's Casey Smock. McDermott bumps it up. Backward set to Burnett. The attack. Nice dig from Leach, though, for the Eagles. Bean will set it back up for Leach, and that attack goes long. 17-8. That's really been the story of this whole set and the previous. That's why the Eagles are down so much. Their errors are adding up, and it's allowing our Lady Panthers to run away with it. I'm not complaining, but obviously the.
Well, if you can't send the ball back to the other side of the court, there's not much playing you can do.
And the service error there from Smith. She doesn't do that often. Goes a little long on that. She played it a little bit in the varsity matchup against Mountain Home this past Thursday. Did really well serving, and it's good to see Coach Huff putting a lot of those younger girls, giving them experience against really good matchups and playing up at the next level in the varsity level. So nice dig from McDermott. Smith sets it up. Jerry will just have to tip it over. Nice play, able to slap it over. Wasn't a lift. The bump over there for Alexander. Smith sets it up to Jerry. Big attack off the tip. Gets the kill. It's 18-9.
Yeah, Greenbrier.
7 points away from claiming the match.
What I think is one of the most impressive things about Greenbrier is the IQ that they play with. They know where it's going to be open at, and that's really a testimony to their coaches in Langston and Coach Huff. They do a fabulous job coaching these girls.
Jerry with the ace there, and it's 19-9. 10-point Lady Panther lead, and it's only getting bigger. The serve here, nice attack. That's another ace. Back-to-back aces for Jerry, and it's 20-9. It's going to be hard picking a player of a game here in this JV matchup, Talon.
Yeah, they've all been playing pretty well.
Sure. 29 game here. The serve again from Jerry. This one will be returned finally for the Eagles. They'll set it up over outside. Nice attack there. I believe that was Schmock, but Carson the dig. Smith sets it up. That's to Logan with the attack, but it goes a little left. How to play. It's 20-10. I tell you, for whatever reason, I always get 18 and 16 mixed up. Madeline Burnett and Carrington Logan. Serve here, nice dig from Jerry. He'll set it up. Offside hitter to Anna Whitley. That one just pushed a little bit too long to the left side, and Bologna scores. It's 20-11. They've got 2 points in a row now, trying to build a little bit of momentum as Casey Smock will serve again. She approaches here. Nice serve. Goes back row. Carson with a nice dig, though. Jerry bumps it over to the outside hitter, McDermott. That attack goes long again.
Bologna starting to play.
It was a tip.
Oh,
the
wow, okay.
I was just about to mention that. I was like, man, that might have been a tip call, and sure enough, it was. 21-11, 10-point lead again. Carrington Logan coming in to serve. Now, Madeline Burnett's in as well.
Oh, is it going to trip you up, JB?
I sure hope not. Well, I guess we're about to find out. Logan with the serve here. Nice dig there for the Eagles. Porterfield with a backwards bump set. That one goes deep. Smith bumps it up. Jerry's going to have to retrieve it. She does. Bump set, and McDermott's going to free ball it over. Nice play there for the Eagles to recover. Set it up outside. Offside hitter there for Schmock. Let a dig from Smith. Bump set from Jerry to McDermott on the outside hitter spot. Blocked up. That was Burnett at the front line, just trying to push it over, but couldn't do it. Now Izzy Carson will enter the ball game for Carrington Logan. 21-12. 9-point game as Alexis Alexander to serve for the Eagles. She approaches here. Nice serve there. Carson the dig. Smith sets it up outside. McDermott, big attack. Looking for a tip. You bet. And it's 22-12. 10-point Lady Panther lead here. 3 points away from claiming the match.
So it looks like, if you can't see the Lady Panthers bench, there's not much there. They're all in the stands. Trying to spread out due to COVID and social distancing, and they've started hitting the bleachers in front of them as a little clap.
22-13 there as the attack goes long. The error there. 9-point game. Lady Panthers lead it. And both Leaches will come back in the game. Maylee and Molly Leach for the Lady Eagles. Molly Leach has come in to serve just about every time, and Maylee goes to play the front line for the Eagles. As Leach approaches this one, Molly with a serve. The dig for McDermott. That was great. Placement there to Smith. Back to McDermott. The attack's blocked out of bounds. Our Lady Panthers scored. It's 23-13. A 2-point lead here in set number 2. McDermott to serve again. She served for a while here not too long ago, and this is bad news for the Eagles. As McDermott serves here, goes back row, Bean with a dig. That'll be Alexander who sets it up to Porterfield, who free balls it over. Carson's there for the dig, though. Smith sets it up outside to Jerry. Big attack. That one's blocked, though, for the Eagles. It's 23-14. Nice stuff there for the Lady Eagles. They closed the block really well, and the result is a point for them. Casey Smock will enter the ball game for the Eagles now. Kenzie Bean comes to serve for the Lady Eagles. 2 points away for our Lady Panthers as Bean approaches the end line here. The floating serve there. Carson with a great bump to Smith, who sets it up to Jerry. That's another kill, and it's 24-14.
Yeah, you know, we talked some about Brooklyn Smith a minute ago, and she's been doing just a fabulous job here tonight. And she's actually my third cousin, JB, so there's relation there.
Well, how about that? That's why she's so athletic. Bean gets the return over for the Lady Eagles, but it goes long, and that is how it's going to end. 25-14, our final score. Funny thing is, our Lady Panthers won both games, both sets, 25-14. To claim this JV matchup. It's a lot of fun. Before we head to a break, I think it'd be cool to mention our sponsors and talk about maybe each of us, our own player of the game. And so we do want to thank our sponsors, all of those that have teamed up with us to allow us to get these broadcasts to you guys. It's been a lot of fun. My player of the game, honestly, is going to be Ashley Newton, your third cousin. She did really well. You know, a lot of attacks. Didn't seem to have many mistakes from the attacking department. Did really well, got some kills, and she's my player of the game. Talon, who do you have?
Ashley Newton is not my third cousin.
Well, that's funny.
But I thought JoJo
you had me
played
fooled,
great.
that's for sure.
I thought JoJo played great, JoJo Jerry.
Sure.
Because really, like, Greenbrier got in a drought there at the beginning. They were down 1-4 to start the first set, and JoJo was consistent throughout. And so I would think it was going to be JoJo Jerry. And now as the girls warm up here, we have about 15 minutes till the varsity game gets underway here. You know, I expect a pretty vicious victory here for the Panthers tonight. Vilonia they've fallen short in a lot of categories in their volleyball team. So
yeah, well, and when we get back, we'll actually talk about some of the pregame stuff. I've got some cool things to talk about, the standings and stuff. And man, I gotta keep me on my toes up here in the booth, Talon, over here with some falsities. But my goodness, I'm gonna have to get used to it. That was some funny stuff.
I told you Brooklyn Smith was my third cousin, JV.
Oh, is that who it was?
Yeah.
I thought it was Newton. Is Brooklyn Smith actually your cousin?
Brooklyn Smith is actually my third cousin.
Okay, so there wasn't a lie. I just wasn't paying attention. All right.
You were paying no attention.
That's
okay. We want to thank Old Bards. We want to thank the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway. We want to thank the Stage 2 Dance Center, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, the Chef Lynn's Vision Roofing, Greenbrier Pharmacy. So many great sponsors we have. You know, Steak and Shake and just a lot of great sponsors that we have, and Old Barts. You know, we really appreciate them, everything they do for us, because without them, this broadcast wouldn't be possible, and without our fans, this broadcast wouldn't be possible. So we want to thank them as well. You know, there are a lot of people that contribute to everything that we do here, the volleyball games, football games. Once basketball picks it back up, we'll do basketball games. And there's just a lot that goes into these broadcasts and a lot of people that got to put in a lot of work to get those things done. And so we thank all of our sponsors and everyone that's really put in work for the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Talon, something I wanted to mention, too, for those watching right now, we really appreciate you guys watching, but even for those of you who will watch this game a little bit later, or all of our broadcasts, go back and watch them on YouTube. We really appreciate all the views that we can get, and even the ones of you that are watching now, we really appreciate, obviously, you guys as well. We're going to head to a break. I'm not sure how long it'll be, 3 to 5 minutes, I'm not sure. But we'll be back. Stay with us. The varsity matchup between the Vilonia Eagles and Our Lady Panthers will be coming up. Stay with us. And we are back with the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. I'm JB Brazil. It's my partner Talon Newton alongside me as we're getting ready for this varsity matchup between our Greenbrier Lady Panthers and the Vilonia Lady Eagles. As we look at this matchup, Talon, we look at Vilonia. They're 1-4 right now, 0-3 in conference play. They struggle. We talked to Coach Bartlett before the game a little bit. They've really had a lot of struggles with quarantine, just like Greenbrier did. It just happened a little bit later, so they're going to be a little bit more rusty. Some of their players just haven't had as much playing time of late. That may play a factor later in the game.
Well, yeah, absolutely, JB. And it's going to play a factor early in the game because it's early in the season. Sometimes it takes a game or two to work some kinks out. No team is going to walk into game one perfect. In any sport across the board, you build from game one on to game two on to game three. So some of these girls are going to be on game two. Some of these girls are going to be on game four, and some are going to be on game one, JB. So everyone's all over the place. There's a lot of chemistry issues that probably still have to get worked out. And, we saw in the JV game, there's hardly any communication on the Vilonia side. So that's going to be something to watch for here in the varsity, see if that translates over.
Vilonia's 3 losses in conference play came to Van Buren, Russellville, and Mountain Home. All 3 are not bad teams at all.
Fair opponents, yeah.
Sure, absolutely. But Vilonia has struggled a little bit in the past. As we look at our Lady Panthers of Greenbrier, we're 5-1. Our only loss came to Hot Springs Lakeside. Lakeside was number 2 in 5A right now. They're 11-0, and they have the most wins in 5A, as a matter of fact. But they're really good. Our Lady Panthers came in. They didn't play. They played without Marley Vanover. Vanover will be back today. She's a huge part of our offense, and let me tell you, that was a huge result in why maybe our Lady Panthers didn't come out the way they wanted on Saturday. Hoping for a different outcome tonight, expecting that we'll get it. But our Lady Panthers 5-1, 4-0 in conference play. They play tonight against Vilonia, who's in the bottom of the standings. If we look at the standings real quickly, Greenwood's in first place. They're 5-0. Our Lady Panthers in second place in the 5A West. They're 4-0 in conference play. Mountain Home's 4-2. They're in third place. You go all the way down to the bottom in the 8th spot here in the 5A West. You'll find Vilonia, who's 0-3 in conference play. And so that'll be telling a little bit for our Lady Panthers. For our next broadcast will be tomorrow. Our Lady Panthers play on the road at Greenwood. We're not going to be on that game, obviously.
I was about to say.
But it will be live streamed, to my knowledge. Greenwood's the top team in the conference right now. They're in 4th place in 5A overall. Our Lady Panthers in 6th place overall in 5A. And so it's going to be the battle of really the 5A West. Those 2 teams are probably going to be at the top, and that's really going to decide who's going to win the conference is between those 2 teams.
And so, JB, last year I was covering the volleyball team, and my very first ever broadcast, any sport that I've ever done, was the Greenbrier girls playing Greenwood, and they lost 3-0. And then they went on the road to Greenwood a week or 2 later and beat them 3-0 and tied for conference at the end of the season with Greenwood. So, yeah, that game's going to be really important. Greenwood is a phenomenal team, and they've had a phenomenal team for a while, and they're probably going to have a phenomenal team for a long time to come. Just well coached. The players are great. They start young and they learn and they just build on the IQ throughout their careers. And so by the time that they get to the seniors, there's already such a strong program built there that everyone wants to be the best. And so that's kind of what Greenwood instills. And that's what Greenbrier is fighting for, too, right now.
Yeah, and Vilonia will be on the road tomorrow at Siloam Springs. That'll be a trek for them. Siloam Springs is in 7th place in conference, and so both of those teams will hopefully Vilonia will get themselves a win against the Siloam team.
Battle for the bottom.
Yeah, it's just a rough year for both of them. It's a rebuilding year, no doubt.
It's a COVID year.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
It is funky. That's for sure. Let me give you guys a little bit about Coach Huff for our Lady Panthers. I didn't know this, but talked to her a little bit before today's game. She played 4 years at Arkansas Tech. Was really, really good. Was an assistant for 2 years there as well. She actually played overseas professionally in Europe in the Euro League. She's got quite a bit of credentials, quite talented as well, I must say. She's really good. Played in Hungary, actually, and so this Lady Panthers team.
Is it Hungary or is it Hungary?
I believe it's Hungary, but you know what? How about you? You can call it whatever you want, man.
Hey, we're from the South, brother.
That's right. Well, and after my mess up of your third cousin, who is not Ashlyn Newton, it's Brooklyn Smith, you get the free pass to call it whatever you want. No, I'm joking. But, yeah, it's really cool that our Lady Panthers are coached by Coach Huff and being able to – she has a lot of experience.
I was about to say she brings so much to the table.
Yeah. So there's that. When we come back, we're going to take a break. We'll have the starting lineups. We'll be listening courtside for the lineups and the national anthem. And then right before we get started off, we'll have the keys to the game. Stay with us with the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. And we're back with the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. We're just about to head to the national anthem, so here we go. Well, there's the national anthem. They're just about to announce the starting lineups, and we may go down to the court for them to do that. So here we go. We're going to go right back down to courtside.
Panthers. For the starting lineups, first up for Vilonia, number 9, Hope Johnson. Number 12, Casey Smock. Number 14, Addie Womack. Number 7, Madison Wright. Number 5, Madison Dixon. And number 1, Maylee Leach. And for your Greenbrier Lady Panthers, number 2, Zoe Lee. Number 1, Marley Vanover. Number 19, Peyton Crum. Number 7, Bailey Burrow. Number 17, Emma Hill. And number 15, Alex Newland. All right, good luck, ladies.
As we're back here, we just got through, giving out the starting lineups for both teams. Quickly, before we get started, the keys to the game, we talked to Coach Huff before today's matchup. She just talked about the biggest thing for them and their focus is winning this first set, coming out strong first set. They've struggled to do that, it seems, of late. It's got them in some troubles. They only have one loss on the year. They've been able to figure it out, but that's her biggest thing is serve tough, get the offense rolling early, and win this first set. So we'll see how it works out as we get set for the first serve for our Lady Panthers. Alex Newland, Emma Hill, and Hannah Miller will be on the back row. Actually, Alex Newland's going to exit. Dunlap's going to – there's a lot of substitutions pre this first set here right before it. So I'm just going to wait till they all come in, and then I'm going to announce it.
Yeah, that's
There's
probably
so many
not
swaps.
a bad
Goodness
idea.
gracious. It'll be Hannah Miller, Madison Fett, Sydney Dunlap on the back row. Marley Vanover is back from Saturday. Peyton Crum and Zoe Lee, the setter, will be in. For the Lady Eagles, it'll be Molly Leach, Madison Dixon, Maylee Leach, Madison Wright, Casey Smock, and Addie Womack. And here we go. We are just about set here for the first serve here in a big rivalry matchup. Leach the serve, Dunlap the dig, and Lee will set it up outside for Vanover. A little tip shot finds a way over, and the Eagles can't return it. Our Lady Panthers strike first. It's 1-0, and we are just underway here in this varsity matchup. Bailey Burrow will sub in for Madison Fett. Zoe Lee will serve now on the back row, and here we go. A 1-0 lead for our Lady Panthers. Lee serves back row right to Womack. The dig there. Bump set there from Dixon, and the pushover finds a spot and a roll shot back corner there. That was Madison Wright for the Eagles, and we're tied back up at 1.
Yeah, I don't think that was really just much of a communication issue. I think it was more of one of those things we kind of talked about in the varsity game, a little oopsie-poopsie. You know, it's landing in. We thought it was going out.
Rachel Daniels subs into the game for the Eagles, and she'll serve here. Goes back row, nice dig from Vanover. Bump set for Lee, outside to Burrow, big attack. Oh, man, just a little bit long. That's the kind of attack you want to see, though. Great down ball action, a lot of top spin, just a little bit too far, but a really good attack there for Bailey Burrow. They got to go retrieve the ball now. 2-1 our score as Rachel Daniel will get the serve again. 2-1 lead for the Eagles here early in set number 1. The jump serve goes back. Dunlap with the dig. Zoe Lee bump sets it up for Vanover. Attack there, but Leach is ready. Daniel sets it up. A little pushover there for the Eagles, but our Lady Panthers are ready. They'll set it back outside to Vanover again. The attack goes a little bit outside, and it's 3-1. This is a little bit what Coach Huff talked about, is trying to go get their offense rolling early. They're down two points now. See if they can correct this and win this first set. The serve here again from Daniel. Dunlap, a nice dig. Lee backwards set to Peyton Crum. Nice dig there from Leach. Daniel sets it up. A little attack there from the outside. That was Bailey Sims. Lee with a setup to Vanover. That one is in, and it's 3-2.
Yeah, JB, you know, I was going to tell you, they're going to correct it. You know, they do a great job, and Coach Huff does a great job too. They're going to make the adjustments necessary and figure everything out.
Looks like they might have a jump ball, or they're going to redo the play, I believe. 3-1 is the score again. Rachel Daniel will get the serve again for the Lady Eagles. I'm not sure. I don't think the refs saw it, and they couldn't make a call on it. Just redo it. 3-1 as Daniel gets the serve again. Dunlap with the setup. Lee to Peyton Crum. The attack off the tip finds a spot in the back row, and they get the point anyway. 3-2. The ball don't lie, Talon, and Peyton Crum made sure of that.
2 basketball terms in the last 1 minute, JB. I'm impressed.
Jump ball, and yeah. Marley Vanover with the serve here into the net. The service error, 4-2.
She's still trying to get back in the flow of things since being out.
That's right. Rhea Walls will enter the game for the Lady Eagles, and Maylee Leach will exit. Addie Womack to serve for the Lady Eagles. Womack serve here, goes back row. Nice dig from Vanover. Lee sets it up over to Emma Hill. Little roll shot. Leach with a nice dig, though, and they're going to call, not sure what they're going to call, in the net, it looks like 4-3.
So I can already tell Vilonia is using a lot more communication here in the varsity than they did in the JV, and that's helping them a lot.
Looks a lot better for sure. Hannah Miller the serve here. Nice dig there. That was Womack. A little setup there from Dixon, but Vanover with a nice dig setup. Backwards bump set from Lee. Might have been a little too far, but Burrow's going to make do of it. She pushes it over. They'll set it up over to Sims there. The attack off the tip finds a home. The Eagles have regained the lead back up to 2 now, and it's 5-3. The serve now for Madison Wright for the Eagles. Looks like Molly Leach will exit the game. Wright with a nice serve there. Vanover the dig. Lee, quick set to Alex Newland. Diving attempt and save there for the Eagles. That was Rachel Daniel. A push over there from Rhea Walls goes out of play, though, and the Lady Panthers have cut it back to 1, 5-4.
So, JB, one of the things that I remember you telling me about whenever you talked to Coach Huff this morning, not this morning, but earlier today, was she was talking about the importance of the offense and getting it going, correct?
She did. We're tied up at 5. That was the biggest thing, is winning this first set. Our Lady Panthers are coming back out. They were down by about 5-3. They just tied it back up, but then gave the lead right back there on the service error at 6-5. Madison Fett's going to enter the game for the Lady Panthers, and Bailey Burrow will exit. Madison Dixon into serve for the Lady Eagles. Looks like Sims and Daniel will take a seat. The serve there from Dixon. Vanover's there for the dig. Lee, backward set to Newland. A block there for the Eagles, though. Newland's ready. Bump set backwards from Lee to Emma Hill. The attack back row, the shank. She had position. Looked like she just misplayed it a little bit. Womack couldn't dig it, and we're tied back up at 6. That's a kill there for Newland. Sydney Dunlap will serve here in a 6-6 game. Approaches the end line. Nice little floating serve. That's an ace. It finds a spot, and our Panthers regain the lead at 7-6. Nice serve there from Dunlap.
Yeah,
right,
absolutely.
The defense found a home.
She found some real estate and put the ball right there.
7-6 serve. Another float serve again. Dig there this time from Rhea Walls. The attack there, but a block by Alex Newland. The timing there was big. Newland read it. She stops it, and the Lady Panthers lead by 2. Dunlap will get her third serve again. Approaches this one. This one goes a little bit further back row. A shank again. That was off of Walls. The Eagles with more struggles returning. That's another ace, and it's 9-6. Timeout on the court. Bartlett for Coach Bartlett for Vilonia wants a timeout, and we'll take the timeout with him. We'll be right back with the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. We're back with the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. Out of the timeout, Sydney Dunlap will serve. This will be our 4th serve in a row. Hannah Miller and Madison Fetter in as well for our Lady Panthers. Lee, Newland, and Vanover on the front row. The return for the Eagles after Dunlap's serve. Vanover's right there on the return. Quick set over Zoe Lee, and that was a great placement. Great heads-up play there again for Lee. She's done that quite a few times this year, and again, she makes them pay. It's 10-6.
You know, I think it's little things like that, and you kind of can contribute that to Coach Huff and just all the experience that she brings to the table, and just showing the girls small things like that.
Absolutely, and on the other side, Vanover gets up high and slams it down. That's a 5-point lead for our Lady Panthers after Vanover's kill.
Yeah, let's hope that she's starting to find her groove now.
Dunlap to serve again here. Nice dig there for the Eagles. That was Smock. They'll set it right back up for Smock, but Newland and Lee with the stuff, and it's 12-6. That's Newland's second stuff today.
You know, that was something Greenbrier struggled with a lot last season, was getting the girls up above the net there and just getting the good stuff, and they've really improved on it here, especially tonight.
Dixon on the setup for Smock. They didn't quite get set up the way they wanted. That's an error, the receiving error for the Eagles, and it's 13-6. Our Lady Panthers lead. Dunlap again. This is her 7th serve in a row. Nice floating serve again. Smock with a diving save. Dixon sets it back up. A little push over there for the Eagles, but our Panthers are ready. They'll set it up to Vanover. Big attack. That's a kill. It's 14-6.
Yeah, she's starting to find her groove now.
Man, Vanover makes it look easy. Dunlap with her 8th serve now. She approaches here. Nice floating serve there. Smock with a dig. Dixon can't find a play. That's another ace for Dunlap, and it's 15-6. She's been serving a while, Talon.
Yeah, Greenbrier's just doing a great job. Offense, defense, you name it, they've been doing it well.
15-6. The serve over again from Dunlap. Nice save there for Womack. A little attack there. Goes a little bit long from Rhea Walls. They just can't seem to buy a point right now. It's 16-6. Our Lady Panthers lead by 10. Vanover's going to take a seat. And in comes Faith McDermott on the front line. Dunlap with a nice floating serve again. Dig there from Womack. Dixon sets it up. That one for Hope Johnson, who's in the game. Nice backwards bump set from Dixon. The attack goes over there from Daniel. Lee sets it backwards set to Newland. Big attack on the power shot down the line, cross-court alley, and she finds it. The kill for Newland at 17-6.
So Alex Newland actually played basketball on our varsity team last year, and so she's just a really versatile athlete all around.
Dunlap still serving. There's an attack from Daniel. Nice dig there from Hannah Miller. Lee sets it over for McDermott. The attack goes a little bit long. 17-7, and Vilonia's finally cut the streak a little bit. In comes Maylee Leach to serve for the Eagles, and Rhea Walls will exit. 17-7, our Lady Panthers lead by 10. Leach with a serve here. Nice dig, Madison Fett. Bump set backwards for Lee. McDermott the attack, the roll shot, but the Eagles are ready. Dixon sets it up. That one's going to go to Hope Johnson. Lee sets it up to Newland. Power shot again. That one goes a little bit too far. Might have hit that one a little too hard, and it's 17-8.
Yeah, I don't think she just had a great angle on the hit.
The serve here from Leach. That's a floater. Nice dig from Miller. Lee sets it up to McDermott. She pushes it over, but she might have hit the net or crossed the line.
She crossed.
And it's 17-10.
It wasn't the greatest set, so she kind of had to jump for it.
Brooklyn Smith coming into the game for Zoe Lee to set. And it's 17-10. That's your third cousin.
That is my third cousin.
Leach to the server. Nice. That's an ace there. Fett got down to retrieve it. Couldn't quite get the return. That's a receiving error for our Lady Panthers, and the Eagles have cut it to 6 in set number 1. Coach Huff doing a great job coaching right now.
Coach Huff's up by 6 and still correcting errors.
Smith with a backwards set to Newland. The attack goes long. That was a great backwards set there from your third cousin Smith. Looked really well. Newland couldn't quite the placement that she wanted. 17-12. They'll figure it out, though. They got to go retrieve the ball now, and Maylee Leach will serve again for the Eagles. Dig there from Hannah Miller. Brooklyn Smith. Newland with a tip over. Leach with a turn, though, and Dixon pushes it over. The free ball there. The Eagles, it's going back and forth, and someone's in the net. Looks like it was the Panthers, and the Eagles have cut it to 4. Or rather, they've cut it to 5. I'm going off the scoreboard here, and they say it's 17-12. I think that is the score. Either way, Leach serve again. Maylee Leach.
Did you miss a point?
Well, they went up forward, and then they went backwards just a minute ago, and I was waiting on this point to see what they'd do. They didn't do anything with it, so might have had it right the first time. The overpass, though, and Newland pushes that one straight down. The stuff again, it's 18-12 on the party ball. 6-point lead for our Lady Panthers in set number 1. I like how Coach Huff has put in a couple of the JV girls to get some experience, and it's doing really well for them. Nice bump set from Dixon. Womack the attack, and that's in.
And, it even gives the starters a break just to take a breath and to relax for a second, get some water, get rehydrated. And we know, like, with girls being out for extended periods of time due to being, or whatever it being, that they have to rebuild their systems back up, their stamina. So it's great that knowing that you can bring in someone from the deep bench to give your starters a quick break.
Nice serve there, goes off the net. McDermott the dive and save. They'll set it up for Crum. Nice tip over there. The roll shot pushed back over there for Womack, but she pushed it out of bounds. 19-14 now. Our Lady Panthers lead by 5, and Bailey Burrows is going to come back into the game. She'll come in for Madison Fett. And Brooklyn Smith will be in to serve here for the Lady Panthers. She gets the signal from the ref. She approaches the end line. Nice jump serve, but it goes a little bit too long. The service error there again for Smith, and it's 19-15. Zoe Smith coming back into the game for Brooklyn Smith. Substitution for them. For the Eagles, Madison Dixon's going to exit. And it serves Rachel Daniel. For the Eagles, 4-point Lady Panther lead in set number 1. Daniel approaches this one. Jump serve there. Nice dig from Dunlap, though. Lee, quick set to Crum off the tip, and that's a kill. 20-15. That was Rachel Daniel there trying to stick her arm out and retrieve it, but couldn't do so. 5-point lead for our Lady Panthers. And Emma Hill's coming into the game, and Dunlap's going to exit. Faith McDermott is served. The jump serve here, nicely done. The dig there for Bailey Sims. Bump set from Daniel, and the attack goes deep there for Madison Wright. It's 21-15. Our Lady Panthers are within 4 points of claiming the first set. Faith McDermott is set again. She served a lot in the JV matchup and did really good. Approaches here, her second serve here. Back row dig from Sims. Daniel's going to set it up. Quick set to Wright. The attack again goes long. It's 22-15. That's her second one in a row. From the middle hitter's position, just attacked it, went long, and McDermott's got her third serve coming. Nice serve again, Sims with a great bump, though, to Daniel. Attack from Womack, but a dig there for Lee. Hannah Miller bump sets it over. That's to Emma Hill. Nice roll shot, finds a spot where nobody's at. Nice placement there for Hill. She gets the kill, and it's 23-15. 2 points away from claiming the first set here. Faith McDermott coming in again. She's doing really well. Nice serve. This time is just a little long, though, and it's 23-16 on the service error. But she served well.
Another young player coming off the bench for the Panthers. It's just been a great addition to the team, knowing that they can go to someone that's further on the bench and give a player that gets a lot more playing time an opportunity to rest up a little bit.
Quick set to Crum is blocked, but she sets it back over. Nice saving save there from Daniel. Molly Leitz will push it over. I believe that was Taria Walls, and she pushes it over. Emma Hill on the dink over. It's shanked off, and that's another point for Lady Panthers on the pushover. The tip out of bounds. It's 24-16. Alex Newland comes in for Peyton Crum, and Hannah Miller is going to try to serve to claim set number 1. They're 1 point away. She'll approach here. Hannah Miller. Nice serve goes back row. The dig there for Molly Leach. Backward set from Daniel. And a pushover there for Madison Wright. Lee, quick set to Newland, and that's a kill. And that's how set number 1 will end. 25-16. Our Lady Panthers claim the set. It was a good one, Talon, but our Lady Panthers got a great job of getting some younger players in to get some experience and some playing time. A good win for our Lady Panthers in set number 1. A lot of good things we saw there in that opening set.
Yeah, absolutely, JB. You know, I really totally agree with you on everything there. And I remember, I can't remember how many we were up by. We were up by a few. We were kind of on a run, and then Vilonia called a timeout. And typically, we're pretty good out of a timeout, especially whenever we call it, because we're able to make those adjustments. But we were on that run, and I think we said Sydney Dunlap may have served almost 10 times in a row. And then Vilonia kind of started coming back, and Coach Huff was like, okay, come on, everybody. Let's get our stuff together and let's go win this set. And that's exactly what they did, is they just, from there, they controlled the set the rest of the way.
Yeah, and that shows a lot with Coach Huff. In games like this, you see her coach even when they're up and when they're down. But you see it a lot more in these matchups when she's able to bring in the JV girls at certain points to get them some reps, and it really prepares her to build a program, a winning program, that is. And so something that's really good to see. We're going to take it to a break, though, and we'll be back with set number 2 after, I guess, we don't really have a commercial upside. I was going to say after the commercial, but we don't have that. We'll put some sponsors up, though, and we'll be right back, though, with the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. And we're back with the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. Our Lady Panthers claim set number 1. What was the final score in that one? 25-19?
16.
25-16 for our Lady Panthers.
9-point win.
In set number 1. It looked really good. Getting ready for set number 2 for our Lady Panthers. In the back row, it looks like they're going to go with Zoe Lee, Alex Newland. Newland's coming out. Zoe Lee, Hannah Miller, and Sydney Dunlap. Bailey Burrow, Peyton Crum, and Marley Vanover will be on the front line. And for the Eagles, they'll have Smock, Dixon, Womack, both Leaches, Maley and Molly, and I believe Madison Wright. We're waiting on the refs to give us the signal for serve. Here we go. Lee will get the serve to start set number 2, and here we go. Lee with a nice serve. Womack's there with a dig. Wright will bump set it up. Leach is going to have to go over and make a play. She does, though. Dunlap with the bump set. Lee sets it up to Vanover. That's that. Couldn't close the block there. The Eagles couldn't. That's a kill for our Lady Panthers, and it's 1-0 to start set number 2.
Molly Vanover's been electric ever since she really kind of started getting going after being a little slow early on. She really picked it up, and she really has gotten going here tonight.
And Zoe Lee with the ace, and it's 2-0. Nice play there from Zoe. She's done really good, great job serving this year as well. Did a good job on that serve. Made it hard to return. This one is a great one. Overpass maybe a little bit. Eagles find a way to return. That was Dixon. Dunlap, quick set to Peyton Crum. Nice block for the Eagles, though. Got to give them credit. Wright got up really high, made a nice play. That was Womack as well. That's tough to block those quick sets. The Eagles closed the block and really didn't have a lot of time to do so, but they made a great play and did it. Rachel Daniel coming in to serve for the Lady Eagles, and Bailey Sims will come in as well for the Eagles. And Dixon and Smock will exit. Daniel with a nice serve. Dunlap the dig. Lee backward set to Peyton Crum. The attack. They're wanting a tip, but it doesn't look like they're going to get it. We're tied at 2.
I really think if Greenbrier, if you were to say the thing that they've been doing bad tonight is they've just been over-aggressive at times.
Leach with the serve there for the Eagles. Dunlap to Lee. Vanover the attack. That one's long, too, and it's 3-2. The Eagles have scored 3 in a row.
And I wouldn't say being over-aggressive is really a bad thing, though, either, JB. I mean, whenever you do it right, it pays off, and 90% of the time this Lady Panthers team does it right.
Daniel with the serve here. Nice dig there from Dunlap. Backward set to Crum. The attack, a tip off of, I believe that was Molly Leach. Crum gets the kill, and we're tied at 3. That ball came at her really, really fast.
And
it's
that's
tough to
what
return
I'm saying. Yeah, being aggressive, hitting those balls quickly, it's just hard to play those.
Marley Vanover with the serve for the Eagles now. Molly Leach the bump. Daniel sets it up to Bailey Sims. Nice dig there from Vanover. Bump set from Lee, and Emma Hill with the attack. Dig there from Maley Leach. Quick set up from Daniel. Tip at the net. We'll push over there for the Eagles, and Hannah Miller's there. Lee, quick set over. And the Eagles aren't quite ready. They're going to free ball it over, but it won't find its way. And the Eagles, our Panthers score again. It's 4-3. Once again, we've seen Zoe Lee do that twice tonight.
That's
that
Zoe
quick
Lee's
set
favorite
over.
play. I remember even the last game that I did with you. She did that quite a few times.
It's very, very effective because it always makes sure the defense has got to be ready. Nice attack there from Womack, but a nice save from Miller. Bump set back row to Vanover from Lee in that attack. Just a little long. We're tied back up at 4.
Well, one of the reasons it's so effective is because they know that Zoe is the setter. So they're thinking a set is coming to a wing. And so everyone spreads wide or comes a little bit closer. They kind of go to where the wings are. And so that leaves the middle open. And she realizes that, and she places it just in the perfect spot.
Burrow pushes it over there. Now Daniel for the Eagles. Wright will push it over there. Vanover pushes a little too far into the net. Lee couldn't, really there's no way Lee could have made a play without touching the net. That's a point for the Eagles, and it's 5-4. Vanover might have pushed that one a little bit too far to the net. Tough to make a play on it. Womack with a serve again for the Eagles. Vanover pushes this one up nicely, though. Lee sets it up for Peyton Crum. The Eagles struggling to return. Madison Wright pushes it deep, but a nice save for Miller. Emma Hill bumps it up, and Zoe Lee will free ball it over. A dig from Womack. They'll set it up right, pushes left side, found a home. That was great placement there for the Eagles, and it's 6-4. You saw when she jumped up, she changed directions. It was mid-air, changed direction, pushed it to the left side, saw a hole. 6-4 lead for the Lady Eagles. And here's Womack coming in to serve again for her 3rd time. Addie Womack, nice serve. Shakes off of Hannah Miller's hands. That's an ace there for Womack, and it's 7-4. Lady Eagles lead here in set number 2. Our Lady Panthers claim set number 1, 25-16. They're down by 3 in set number 2, though. Addie Womack to serve again. Floats it up. Vanover, a nice dig. Lee sets it up back row for Vanover. Tip block, goes back row, and that's a kill. Greenbrier's cut the lead back down to 2 at 7-5, and Hannah Miller will get the serve now for the Lady Panthers. 7-5 the score in set number 2. Miller, the libero, approaches. Nice serve there. The dig from Womack, though. Daniel bump sets it up over to the outside. An attack goes a little long. They wanted a tip, didn't get it. Rhea Walls pushed the attack long. 7-6 on the attacking error, and our Lady Panthers are within 1. Hannah Miller approaches this one. Nice dig, push up there from Womack. Backwards bump set there from Daniel. They push it over there. Lee with the return. The Eagles return. Nice block there from Crum and Newland. Someone crossed the line, though. Looks like that was Rhea Walls, and we're tied back up at 7. Nice block there again. I believe that was Crum and Newland. Or Emma Hill and Newland, rather. And the serve here from Hannah Miller in a tie game. Womack to Daniel. Out to right. Little roll shot. Nice dig there from Miller. One-handed save from Lee, and Vanover free balls it over. Right. We'll set it up. Daniel, push that over to Sims. The attack. Vanover can't save it. It's a tip off her hands. The kill for Sims, and it's 8-7. Couldn't quite get her hands extended, the arms extended to where she wanted. That ball might have been going out of play as well. Nonetheless, it's a one-point game here.
Greenbrier
Right
just can't find themselves a lead here in this second set.
Quick set up to Newland, and just like that, we're tied back up at 8. Might have spoke a little too soon, Talon, as Newland with a big kill off the quick set.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
8-8. Bailey Burrow to serve now for the Lady Panthers. Trying to give them the lead here in set number 2. The serve goes back row. Nicely dug there from Womack. Daniels sets it up to Johnson. Vanover tries to return that. Couldn't do so. 9-8. Vilonia's got a 1-point lead now. Substitutions as Madison Fett comes into the game and Bailey Burrow will exit.
Maybe you spoke too soon.
Yeah, we just need to stop talking about it. we're jinxing them, brother.
The broadcaster's curse.
As Madison Dixon enters the game, she'll come in to serve now. Serves back row. Madison Fett to Zoe Lee to Emma Hill off the tip, and that's a kill. We're tied back up at 9. Looks like the Eagles are running with a 4-2 setup. That means they've got 4 attackers out there and 2 setters. Dixon and Daniel have both been setting well for both of them. They run a 4-2. Coach Huff and the Panthers usually run a 5-1. As Dunlap with a nice serve. Backward set there from Dixon. Madison Fett the dig, though. Zoe Lee, the quick tip over again. That's the 3rd time tonight, Talon. And she's made them pay 3 times in a row. And just like that, our Lady Panthers have a 1-point lead. It's 10-9. Dunlap with a serve here. The dig from Womack. Bump set up there. That's Dixon. Daniel with a little roll shot. Tied back up at 10. Give credit to the Eagles here, in this set especially. They haven't really killed themselves with too many errors, and they've really played well.
Yeah, you know, they've played well on both sides of the ball. They've held Greenbrier. They have them tied right now.
10-10 is Maylee Leach in to serve here. Dig there from Fett. Bump set backwards from Zoe Lee. Vanover times it perfectly, and she's going to get the kill off the shank. I believe that was Smock who couldn't return it, and our Panthers take the lead back 11-10. Peyton Crum comes back into the ball game, and Hannah Miller will exit. Alex Newland to serve for our Lady Panthers with a 1-point lead in set number 2. She approaches this one. Serve goes to the left side. Womack with a dig. Dixon backwards set to Johnson. She'll push it over. Lee sets it up for Vanover down the line. Nice attack. That's a kill, but they're going to say she was in the net. We're tied back up at 11. Vanover got the kill, but she was in the net first, and that'll give the Eagles the point. Molly Leach will come in to serve now for the Lady Eagles. She's the libero for them. Approaches back row. The serve goes there. Nice dig there from Dunlap, but Leach gets back to return it. It'll be 4 hits for the Eagles. They just didn't
5 or 6.
Right. 12-11 lead now for the Panthers. Just didn't have enough hits to get it over. Bailey Burrow comes into the game now for Madison Fett. She'll play the front row for our Lady Panthers. Serve there from Lee. Nice dig from Womack. Dixon sets it back up for Womack. Attack from the back row. Miller sets it up. Lee backward set to Burrow. The attack off the tip. Nice save from Leach. Dixon sets it up over the outside. That's Casey Smock with a nice kill. We're tied back up at 12.
Yeah, Greenbrier is struggling to stay ahead of Vilonia. Any chance that they get ahead by even the smallest as a point, they're struggling to keep that lead and then build on it.
Madison Dixon and Casey Smock will exit the game, and in comes Rachel Daniel and Bailey Sims. Daniel the serve here, and that's an ace. Some miscommunication there for our Lady Panthers, and the Eagles take the lead back. There's been quite a few lead changes. We've gone back and forth here in set number 2. 13-12, the Lady Eagles have the lead, though. Daniel with another serve here. Nice jump serve, goes back row. Dunlap, nicely placed. Quick set there from Zoe Lee to Peyton Crum, and the attack there. We're tied back up at 13.
No, it's 1-0. The Panther Pavilion is telling us it's 1-0.
Scoreboard, I'm guaranteeing that's probably a little messed up. I don't know about you, Talon, but I don't think the scoreboard's correct.
Well, we are in the second period.
They got something right. Vanover with a nice serve. Sims with the attack, though, in the net. Our Lady Panthers take the lead back. It's 14-13.
I hope somebody knows the score. We know the score.
We do.
So someone forgets down there.
They just come talk to me. 14-13 as Vanover approaches here with a nice serve, and that's an ace. And our Lady Panthers lead by 2. Vanover with the kill, or with the ace, rather.
It's 13-2. Go Panthers, right?
I think that's visitors got the lead. So I hope that's not true. Vanover the serve here. And another ace, back-to-back aces off the serve from Vanover, and our Lady Panthers have their biggest lead of the set at 16-13. Vanover to serve it again. There's a dig from Leach. Bump set there from Daniel. The attack from Sims, that's in. Nice placement and a kill there for Sims. The Eagles cut it to 2.
That was phenomenal placement there by the Lady Eagles. I mean, she put it in that back left corner or back right corner like it was nothing.
You can't ask for much more than that if you're a coach. Womack with a serve here. Nice dig from Miller. Bump set from Zoe Lee out to Emma Hill. That one's going to be blocked, though, but Vanover's ready. Set up again to Emma Hill. Back row dig there from Leach. Addie Womack will return it. Sims will free ball it over. Hannah Miller the dig. Lee will quick set it up to Peyton Crum, and that's a kill. The quick set from Lee to Crum, and she slams it down the middle. It's 17-14 as Jessica Keller will enter the ball game, and Marley Vanover will exit. Looks like Crum exits as well, and Alex Newland comes back in. Hannah Miller to serve here now for the Lady Panthers. Nice serve goes back row. Womack struggling to return, though. Rhea Walls will get over to right, who free balls it over. Miller will get it. Lee to Burrow with the attack. Nice dig, though, from Womack. Sims will push it up. Attack there from Walls. Goes into the net. That's an error, attacking error, and our Lady Panthers lead it by 4. 18-14 in set number 2 as Maylee Leach will enter the game.
That Vilonia first touch is starting to get pretty poor again. As we saw in the JV game, they just can't get an initial first hit on it to set up a play.
Hannah Miller the serve there, right with a dig. Daniel sets it up, but a big block there. That was Alex Newland again. Emma Hill was there as well with a stuff, and it's 19-14. Our Lady Panthers lead it by 5, and they're starting to pull away. Hannah Miller the serve again for our Lady Panthers. She approaches here. Knife serve goes back row, right the dig. Daniel sets it up. A little push over there from Molly Leach. Miller to Lee, over to Hill, and that's another kill off the shank back row. Our Lady Panthers lead it by 6. It's 20-14, and again, we've talked about Vilonia, the mistakes that they were making. They're starting to do the same stuff that they were doing in that first set that allowed our Lady Panthers to run away.
They'll just lose 1 or 2, and then they'll just fall apart from there.
Miller with a nice serve. That's an ace. The return there from Leach, but the setter didn't go get it. That was, I believe, maybe Daniel, who's supposed to go make the play, couldn't do it. It's 21-14.
Major miscommunication. I'm not sure between who didn't say I got this, but it wasn't anybody.
There's a service error there from Hannah Miller, though, and it's 21-15. 4 points away from claiming set number 2. Hope Johnson will enter the game for the Lady Eagles, and Molly Leach will exit. Madison Wright to serve now for the Lady Eagles. 21-15. They've cut the lead to 6. It was back and forth for a long time, trying to get it back to that. Nice dig there from Emma Hill. Lee, quick set to Newland, and there's a kill off the hands of Daniel. Rachel Daniel couldn't return it, and our Lady Panthers lead it by 7. It's 22-15.
Newland's had some really powerful kills here in the second half of this second set, and it's really kind of brought life to the Panthers.
JoJo Jerry enters the game with a nice serve. Hope Johnson the attack. Jessica Keller, nice save, though. Miller will put it back in play. Keller with a free ball gets it over. There's Womack. Set it up the middle to Johnson. The attack, but it goes a little wide and out of play. Point goes to Our Lady Panthers, and it's 23-15. JoJo Jerry with her second serve. She did really good in the JV game. She serves here, goes back row. Nice dig there from Molly Leach, though. Daniel sets it up over to Bailey Sims. The roll shot. Miller's there. Lee will set it up. Backward set to Newland. Blocked at the net. Newland with a nice save. Keller bumps it up. Over for Hill. Nice skill, but a dig for Womack. Daniel sets it up for Sims. Tip block. Nice diving play from JoJo Jerry, but she couldn't get underneath it enough. Off the tip block. Nice attack there from Vilonia and Sims, and it's 23-16. Sims is actually going to exit now, and in comes Dixon. Dixon's in to serve. Our Lady Panthers lead at 23-16 in set number 2. Dixon serves back row. Hannah Miller with a dig. Zoe Lee bump set. Back row or over to Emma Hill.
Yeah, it was just an unfortunate set. Not got a good touch on the ball there to get it in a good position to be killed.
She's attacked it out of play. Jessica Keller with a dig here. Lee sets it up back to Hill again. That one floats a little long, and it's 23-18.
Greenbrier needs to go ahead and put this game away before it's too late.
Dixon to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Going back row. Nice dig from JoJo Jerry. Lee, quick set. Newland, that's a big attack, and she gets the kill. The libero Leach was there, but there's not a whole lot you can do when the ball's coming in that hard. 24-18, our Lady Panthers are 1 point away from claiming set number 2 as Marley Vanover and Sydney Dunlap will enter the game, and Emma Hill and Jessica Keller exit. Dunlap to serve here. 1 point away in the set. The serve goes to Daniel. Dixon sets it up for Johnson, pushed it over, but Miller's there. Lee, little set over, but the Eagles are ready this time. Miller back to Lee, over to Vanover with the attack, blocked up, out of play though, and that's how set number 2 will end. 25-18, our Lady Panthers claim set number 2. They won set number 1 25-16, and they are 1 set away from claiming this match. Talon, what are your thoughts on this second set?
I think Greenbrier didn't play as well as they did in the first set. They let it be close practically the entire time, and even towards the end, they started letting Vilonia inch back up and inch back up and inch back up. But ultimately, they put the game away, the set away, and that's going to put them up 2-0. And you know there are mistakes that you're going to have to critique, things you're going to have to fix. But hey, a win is a win is a win is a win. Am I right?
You are right about that. Sometimes it may look ugly, but it doesn't matter how you get the win as long as you get the win. And most importantly, I think as long as you're learning along the way. Sometimes losses are big, like their loss to Lakeside this past weekend. As long as you're learning from that and you're figuring out how to get better and get better every day, that's the biggest thing that matters. Obviously, their biggest thing is we're preparing for the state tournament here in about a month in Greenwood. Every game right now is practice for that. We know they're good enough, unless the wheels just absolutely fall off. They're going to be playing in the postseason, just hoping they continue to play as well as they have been.
Yeah, Jamie, I'm kind of bummed that we can't go to that game in Greenwood because it's going to be one of the more exciting games of the season, but we'll get them to come here, and that's going to be a game that we'll look forward to.
Absolutely. For those of you who don't know, our Lady Panthers travel to Greenwood tomorrow. That's for the first place in 5A West. The winner of that game will claim first place. Obviously, for the time being, the season won't be over. In volleyball, there's 8 teams in the 5A West, and so you play each team twice. That's 14 conference games. And so it'll be the first time they play Greenwood. It'll be on the road. It'll be tough. But those are types of teams that you're going to see playing in the state tournament. Greenwood's that caliber of team. Our Lady Panthers are as well. As of right now, Volonia's going to have to play a little bit better if they're going to make it, to the postseason. I don't know, what that'll look like, but either way, our Lady Panthers are looking good, and we're excited for this season with them.
Yeah, absolutely. And, the better teams that we play, the better off we'll be in the postseason. Yes, you want your record to look pretty. You want it to be the 14-0 in conference or however many games it is. You want to be perfect, but you also don't want to play mediocre competition and get to that final, get to the state
tournament.
Yeah, state tournament, and everyone's not so mediocre anymore.
You're absolutely right about that. So each game is going to hopefully make you a little bit better. For the Lady Panthers to start set number 3, Hannah Miller, Sydney Dunlap, and Madison Fett on the back row. Marley Vanover, Peyton Crum, and Zoe Lee on the front. As a serve from Leach right out the gate goes long. The service error. I got to change the scoring real quick. I thought we were going to go to a break, and I talked a little too long. Panthers lead at 1-0 in set number 3. Lee with the serve here, and she gives them a point right back on the service error. They trade service errors, and we're tied at 1. And it looks like Sims is going to enter the game, and Dixon will exit. Daniel's coming back in to set for them, and Smock exits for them as well. Rachel Daniel to serve for the Lady Eagles. She approaches this. Nice lofty serve, jump serve there. Dunlap with a nice dig. Lee sets it up over to Vanover. Big attack blocked out of bounds, though. And our Lady Panthers regain the lead. It's 2-1. Emma Hill comes into the game now for the Lady Eagles. For the Lady Panthers. Marley Vanover to serve. A little lofty serve there. Dig there from right. Bump set from Daniel. Attack from Sims goes long, and it's 3-1.
So one of the best qualities about this Greenbrier team is their depth. They can go so far into the bench and bring players in that will contribute in positive ways.
There's a block there from Crum and Burrow. And back to what you're saying, you got to credit that to Coach Huff, who's brought in, a lot of JV players to play even last year and this year. Gives them experience, so they're able to play at play well at the varsity level. Is Marley Vanover with another ace, and it's 5-1. This will be her third serve now. 5-1 in set number 3. Our Lady Panthers are 1 win away from claiming the match against the Eagles as Vanover serves into the net, and it's 5-2. Vanover is going to exit now, and Jessica Keller enters back into the ball game. It looks like Addie Womack to serve for the Lady Eagles, and she approaches this. Serve goes back row. Keller can't receive it. That's a receiving error there, and it's 5-3 on the ace there from Addie Womack. Womack to serve again, though. She approaches this one. Miller down the line with a dig, but she hits it out of play, and it's 5-4. The Eagles have scored 3 in a row.
That might have been out of bounds. I mean, it was really close, and you could see, like, the wing there didn't make a play on it, but the Lavero did for Greenbrier.
Womack with a serve there. Miller to Lee over to Emma Hill with the attack, but nice dig there from Daniel. Molly Leach sets it up for Maylee Leach with the block there from Emma Hill. No return. They push it out of play. Peyton Crum was there on the stuff as well. It's 6-4. Newland comes into the ball game now for our Lady Panthers, and Peyton Crum will take a seat. Hannah Miller to serve now with a 2-point lead in set number 3. Miller, the serve goes back row. Nice dig there from Molly Leach. Set up there from Daniel. The attack from right off the hands of Zoe Lee. And the kill there for the Lady Eagles at 6-5. 1 point game. As Madison Wright to serve now for the Lady Eagles in a 1 point game. The serve goes back row. Jessica Keller with a dig. Zoe Lee bump sets it over to Emma Hill. The attack. Sims puts it up in play. Daniel goes back to Sims. The attack goes a little bit far, a little bit past the end line, a little too long. And our Lady Panthers have scored again. It's 7-5 on the mistake there from Sims.
Now serving for the Panthers will be number 7, Bailey Burrow.
Bailey Burrow to serve now for our Lady Panthers. Goes back row. The dig there from Sims. Pushed up in the air. That's Daniel, and Sims free balls it over. Bailey Burrow's right there for the dig. Lee sets it up over to Hill. Jumps up quick. It's going to be off the antenna, though, and it's 7-6.
That's a Greenbrier point if it doesn't go off the antenna, but I lost my train of thought. Never mind.
No worries as Dixon comes into the game for the Lady Eagles, and Bailey Sims will exit. Looks like Bailey Burrow is going to take a seat for our Lady Panthers, and Madison Fett comes in. 7-6 our score. Dixon to serve here, goes back row. Fett's right there for a nice dig. Lee diving play, and Fett's there to spike it over.
Swat.
Leach gets it to Dixon, to Daniel. The attack, Fett can't play. Miller trying to diving play. Great effort there for our Lady Panthers, but we're tied back up at 7. Give credit to these Eagles. They are not going away. And I'll be honest with you. It's tough when you're down 2-0. It's easy just to be like, hey, this third set, let's just, kind of give up.
Let's chill, man.
Yeah.
We got it.
But there's a lot of fight in these
And
Lady
they know.
Eagles. Serve there. The overpass there from Hill. The Eagles put it back down, but Miller's there. The Lee over
Again.
to Emma Hill.
Okay.
Looks like someone's in the net, and the Lady Panthers get the point, 8-7.
I thought it was an antenna again.
Marley Vander enters the ball game for our Lady Panthers. Sydney Dunlap in to serve. Looks like Jessica Keller will take a seat, and Emma Hill. Serve here from Dunlap in an 8-7 game. Dunlap with a little float serve. That's been effective. Leach with the overpass. Vanover with the party ball, and that's a kill. 9-7. Man, you can't make too many mistakes when Vanover's at the net like that. She'll make you pay.
Wow.
9-7. 2-point Lady Panther lead there. The overpass, you knew that might be a little ugly when it came a little bit too far over the net. Dunlap, the second serve again. The dig there from Molly Leach. Dixon sets it up for Hope Johnson. The block shanked off her hands. That was Newland up there, but the Eagles score there, and it's 9-8. And Rachel Daniel exits the game, and in comes Casey Smock as Maylee Leach to serve for the Eagles. Dunlap the dig. Lee over to Vanover. Little roll shot. Nice save there from Dixon, but the overpass again. Party ball Vanover, and it's 10-8. We've seen that when it goes over too much and Vanover's on the front line. Well, shoot, when Crom's on the front line, Newland, Emma Hill, they will make you pay time and time again.
Vanover's taking care of business here tonight.
Newland with a nice serve. Womack the dig over to Dixon. Free ball from Johnson. Fetz there. Lee backward set to Crom. Blocked there from the Eagles, but Newland's ready. Backward bump set from Lee to Vanover. The attack, and that's a kill. Both Leach, I'm assuming they're sisters. Both Leach girls were there to make a play, but neither could. The kill there for Our Lady Panthers, and it's 11-8.
Do you have what year they're in over there?
I do. Well, I do have them on phone. Let me take a look. Serve here from Alex Newland in an 11-8 game. The dig there from Womack. Not the greatest placement as Dixon tried to make a play, and it's 12-8. Lady Panthers on the ace, 4-point lead. And Newland will serve again. And there's an ace! Back right corner for Newland, and it's 12-8. I lied to you. I don't have their ages. I thought I did. They just have their positions.
That's okay, because I'm going to say, I mean, they're not twins, so they're probably not the same age.
13-8. Alex Newland to serve again. This one goes back row, but ref might be a substitution infraction, and then someone's out of place.
1, 2, 3.
Someone's out of line, out of position. 13-8.
Oops.
It was 13-8. I'm almost positive. They give him an extra point, or did I just get the wrong?
I don't know. I mean, I just work here.
I'm going to keep it at 13-8. The scoreboard says 14-8, but I'm pretty sure it's 13. Alex Newland with the serve here. The dig there from Leach. Dixon sets it up over outside to Womack. Dig there from Fetto on the return. Lee bump set. She gets there quick. Vanover free balls it over. Play from Womack. Dixon sets it up for Johnson. Big attack with a block by Peyton Crum. A huge stuff down the middle. She was the only one up there blocking, and she made a nice play. I'm going to regret this. I've done this a couple times where I'll go with the scoreboard and then they'll end up changing it back later, but I'm going to go 15-8. We'll keep an eye on it. Alex Newland to serve again. Back row dig there from Leach, but she couldn't get it to the setter. That's an ace again from Newland, and it's 16-8. Timeout on the court. Coach Bartner wants a timeout, and I tell you what, we're going to take the timeout with him. We'll be right back with the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. And we're back with the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. We're in set number 3. Our Lady Panthers are 9 points away from winning this whole matchup as Newland's back into serve again. The dig there from Leach. Dixon backward set into that. That's Smock, and our Lady Panthers take a 9-point lead at 17-8. Newland to serve again. She's doing really, really well. Newland serving back row. The dig there from Leach. Dixon sets it up the middle to Smock again. A tip block. A nice attempt to save there from Dunlap. Couldn't do it. But Vilonia scores there, and it's 17-9.
Serving for the Eagles is number 6, Molly Leach.
The serve here goes from Leach. The dig from Miller. Crum sets it up. That's a kill, and it's 18-9. Great play, great placement there from Crum again. Made a nice play. Bailey Burrow comes into the game now for our Lady Panthers, and Madison Fett will exit. Zoe Lee to serve now for our Lady Panthers, and a 9-point lead. 7 points away from claiming the match.
Greenbrier just has so much heat on each ball that it's just almost impossible for Vilonia to make a play.
Big attack there. Little tip block there from Crum, but Eagles get it back over. Dunlap to Lee, sets it backwards, set to Burrow, and off the tip block, our Lady Panthers score. Nice kill from Burrow off the offside hitter's position, and it's 19-9. Our Lady Panthers lead it by 10.
So we kind of seen a little bit of a repetition here with this game in each of the sets. Is, you know, it really started out where it was neck and neck, neck and neck, neck and neck, and then Greenbrier just broke away. It really kind of interests me how it kept so close, and then what it was that just the switch to the flip for the Panthers through the kind of close to the midway point of each set where they just turn it right around.
Eagles get the point there. It's 19-10, and in to serve here is Rachel Daniel. Nice dig there from Dunlap. Miller's got to make a play on it. Now they got a free ball up. Dunlap heads up play to get around him and make a play. Daniel sets it up over to Sims. A little pushover, but McNearman's right there. Someone's in the net. And it's the Eagles. Our Lady Panthers get a score. It's 20-10. In comes Jessica Keller into the game, and Faith McDermott will exit. Keller to serve. Little jump serve here, goes back row, but a little bit too long. The Eagles get the point on the service error, and it's 20-11.
You don't want to keep them around again. You want to get this game over with and get some rest before your big game again tomorrow.
JoJo Jerry's in the game. Nice joust. Lee, the Eagles push it over, but Lee was there. Nice return there. Tip there from Lee, but one-handed save from Miller, and Lee pushes it over, but she pushed it a little bit too far out. 20-12, the Eagles get the point. And the serve now for Womack of the Eagles. It's 20-12. Jessica Keller with a dig there. Lee sets it up. Quick set to Crum, but the block there from the Eagles. Miller's there, though. JoJo Jerry with the attack, but didn't get enough on it. She was in the right spot at the right time. Couldn't get the attack. The Eagles have cut it to 7, 20-13. It's always good to see some of those younger players out there.
Yeah, absolutely. It just seemed like the ball kind of fell a little bit further than she wanted it to before she was able to make contact with it.
Womack the serve. Jerry gets the dig. Push that back over to Jerry. She wasn't quite back and ready. It's 20. They have 20-15. I think it's 20-14. Which I'm just going with the scoreboard. That's what we're going with.
You got to do what you can, JB.
JoJo Jerry to Zoe Lee. Backward set Bailey Burrow, and she gets the kill. 21-15. That's Burrow's second one of the set. She's looked really good tonight as well. 21-15. Hannah Miller the serve here. That goes back row. The dig there from right. They'll push it over to Daniel. Big attack from Leach, and that's a kill.
That's just good positioning from Vilonia. I mean, they put it in open real estate, and then they got it there.
That was mainly Leach with a nice play there. As Hope Johnson comes back into the game, and Molly Leach will exit. A serve here from Madison Wright. The dig from JoJo Jerry. A little bit of an overpass, and the Eagles win the party ball. It's 21-17. They've cut it to 4. The overpass results in the kill, and it's 21-17 in set number 3. Wright to serve again. A little float serve there. Jerry's there this time. Lee, quick set to Newland, and that's a big kill. It's 22.
Newland's taking care of business tonight, too, when it's most important.
So it was 22-16. We got to take a point away.
JB, why don't they have you running the scoreboard down there?
It's easier to keep score when you're watching the game. As Burrows serves there. Sims with the attack for the Eagles, and she scores. It's 22-17. And I think that's the thing. When I'm calling the game, I'm able to let know every point. I'm talking about the game. I know what the score is. It's a little bit harder down at the scores table, I can imagine. As Madison Fett comes into the game now, and Bailey Burrow will exit. 5-point Lady Panther lead. The serve here from Dixon goes back row. Miller with a nice dig. Lee, push that over to Jerry. The attack, but it's a little bit long. Great setup. But the attacking error from Jerry, and it's 22-18. Dixon will get the serve again for the Lady Eagles.
Greenbrier's going to have to figure something out to build just a little bit of momentum here.
Serve from Dixon. Miller with a nice bump right to Lee. Over to Newland, and that's another kill. 23-18 as Sydney Dunlap comes back into the game, and Jessica Keller's going to exit. Madison Fett exits as well, and in comes Faith McDermott. 2 points away. Dunlap's done a really nice job serving tonight. Very consistent. She's got that.
She had that
serve.
long streak earlier. Yeah.
The serve goes over. 2 players in the same ball, but they make a play on it. Johnson with the attack. That one goes out of play. 24-18, and our Lady Panthers are 1 point away from beating the cross-county rivals in the Vilonia Eagles. Hasn't seemed like much of a rivalry today. 1 point away. Dunlap, here we go.
No, Greenbrier controlled most of the game.
They push that it over to Daniel, the attack. Miller's right there with the dig. McDermott pushes it up. Madison Fett, the attack over off the tip block, and that's how it's going to end. 25-18, our Lady Panthers claim the match. They win it in 3 sets. They won the first set 25-16, and the next 2 25-18. We're going to be right back. We'll come back with a break. And when we come back, we'll have a player of the game. We'll talk to Coach Huff as well if everything works out. We'll be right back with the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network.
JB, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, and we're back with the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We have JB Brazil on our line. He's on the Chef Lynn's hotline right now. He's waiting for Coach Huff to come out and do a post-game interview. But before we go to that, JB, why don't you tell us, what are we thinking about player of the game tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what, Talon. I'm going to take my mask off real quick because it's kind of hard to talk. Whenever Coach Huff gets back, I'll put it back on. On speaker real quick. I think the biggest thing for us tonight was you see a lot of good players, but my player of the game was to be Zoe Lee. Had a lot of great plays, some quick sets over, did really, really well. Now that Coach Huff is here, we'll do the interview. Let me put my mask back on. Okay. All right. Big deal. Okay, cool. All right, so we're here with Coach Huff. Are we good, Talon?
Yeah, go for it, JB.
Awesome. Okay, so Coach Huff, maybe just talk to us a little bit about your biggest takeaway from the game today.
Yeah, I think we were able to get some more offense going, which is what we needed, especially going into our other 2 matches this week. We were able to get some younger players in and got some good touches and good reps. I thought our serve receive did a really good job, and Vilonia played some really good defense too. Sure. So they were picking up balls that I think maybe we didn't expect them to, and they were killing us on the corners. So we switched our defense in the middle, and that seemed to help.
Sure. Talk to us a little bit about Marley this year, how big she's been for you guys.
Yeah, she's been huge, obviously, and to think that she didn't really get any varsity time last year, just crazy. This off season, she just worked really hard on becoming the player that she is right now, and she's our go-to. I mean, everybody knows that. That's not a secret. So, but just her resilience, and she's just a tough kid and a really hard worker.
That's great. One more question for you. You got Greenwood tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Obviously going to be a big matchup. What are you expecting?
With Greenwood, you always expect the best.
Sure.
But I think we're becoming a program that is expecting the same thing. So, we went to Greenwood last year and played really well. Our serving was key for us last year, and it will be again tomorrow night. So they've got some really big middles that'll challenge. It's the fun thing about this team is, though, we're young. We don't have anything to lose, and these kids are ready to go after it. So I'm excited about it.
Coach
Thanks
Huff,
so much,
one
Coach
quick
Huff, for your
question
time.
for you.
That was Coach Huff. Oh, hold up. Never
One
mind.
quick
Tell what you
question
got.
for you, Coach Huff. So we talked some tonight about your time in Hungary, and we talked some about your experience as a college player and then as an assistant. So we just kind of wanted to ask you how you feel like that experience that you have, you can bring that to the table in what ways?
Yeah, well, the playing, of course, at a high level is huge, but also all of the different coaches that I've had, I think, is really what has shaped me to be the coach that I am. I've had all different kinds of coaches, so I got to spend 6 years under my coach at Tech, and she was a phenomenal. I mean, she's going to go in the history books here in Arkansas, and so that was a great, just a role model for me. And then going overseas was a whole experience in itself, but I think that made me a better coach as well.
Great. Well, Coach Huff, thanks for your time. Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Awesome, Town. We'll take it back up to you, buddy.
All righty. So that's going to pretty much end our night here for the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. We really appreciate everyone tuning in. Another thank you to our biggest sponsors, Old Bart, there's Steak and Shake, Vision Roofing, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Ricochet Outdoors, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Chef Lynn's, Stage 2 Dance Center, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier. And then our biggest sponsors, First Security Bank and American Safeguard Insurance. Huge thank you to you all. Thank you to everyone that tuned in tonight. We will be back tomorrow night. Y'all have a blessed week, and that's all that we have with Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network.